Horoscope predictions.
Aries.
Aries, September 2nd, arrives with the energy of a sunrise, breaking through a night storm fury, unstoppable, and calling you to rise with it. Today, the air feels electric, as though the universe has placed a spark in your chest and dares you to light the world with it. You may wake with an unshakable sense of urgency, an inner drumbeat pounding to remind you that life waits for no one. This is a day of movement, of decisive choices, of chasing something that sets your blood on fire. Professionally, the spotlight seeks you out, and your leadership instinct will flare brighter than ever, commanding attention, demanding respect. Yet, amid this roaring ambition, there's a whisper telling you to temper impulse with intention. To remember that the arrow that flies far is the one drawn back with care. In love, the story may unfold like a scene from a high-energy romance, fast-paced, passionate, and thrilling. Whether that means a sudden confession, an unexpected encounter, or a night that turns sparks into flames. As dusk spills its molten gold across the horizon, the energy shifts from fiery conquest to quiet reflection, as if the cosmos wants you to balance the blaze with stillness. Tonight invites you to breathe deeply, to feel the pulse of your own heart like the steady rhythm of a war drum finally softening after battle. If you've been pushing, let go. If you've been running, pause and watch the night sky scatter its diamonds above you. There's beauty in surrender, Aries, and today asks you to trust that not every victory requires a fight. Your creativity is a storm, wild, raw, and magnificent, so harness it while the winds are with you. But let your soul rest when the stars come out. Somewhere between your fire and your stillness, you'll find clarity, and it will feel like standing at the edge of a canyon with the wind kissing your face, limitless, fearless, alive. Lucky color, crimson red. Lucky number, 19.
Taurus.
Taurus, September 2nd, begins with the deep hum of the earth, steady and grounding, like a melody only you can truly feel in your bones. This is a day for roots and roziza, time to honor what anchors you, even as the winds of change dance around your edges. You may sense a quiet strength within, like an ancient tree standing tall against the weight of time, reminding you that stability is not stillness, but a graceful endurance. Work matters hum with persistence and focus, rewarding the steady hand and the patient heart. And yet, creativity flutters in like a breeze through open windows, asking you to color the practical with a touch of beauty. In love, the energy is sweet, decadent, like a glass of fine wine sipped slowly beneath a fading sky. If you are single, the universe might offer an introduction wrapped in serendipity, a meeting that feels like poetry whispered into existence. For those already entwined, today feels sensual. Tactile day for lingering touches, for laughter melting into hushed conversations that stretch long past midnight. As night descends in hues of copper and velvet, the world slows, and you're left with the soft thrum of your own heartbeat syncing with the rhythm of the stars. This is the hour for indulgence, not reckless excess, but the kind that feeds the soul. A favorite meal, a warm bath, music that tastes like nostalgia. The financial currents are calm today, though wisdom asks you to plant, not pluck, for the harvest lies ahead. Spiritually, the energy feels like resting on a field of wildflowers under a vast summer, moon-safe, serene, and infinite. Let this evening teach you the beauty of savoring, of breathing slowly, of knowing that life's sweetest joys are rarely loud. They are the quiet moments that hold eternity within them. Trust that, Taurus, for the earth holds you, and tonight, the universe hums a lullaby written just for you. Lucky color, forest green. Lucky number, 42.
Gemini.
Gemini, September 2nd, arrives like a sudden shift in the wind, unpredictable, exhilarating, and charged with possibility. Today feels like walking through a city alive with color. Every street corner humming with stories, waiting for you to discover them. Your mind dances faster than the ticking clock, ideas blooming like sparks on dry tinder, each one brighter than the last. Conversations are not just words today. They are keys unlocking doors to hidden opportunities, whether in career, friendships, or even love. This is the day to speak boldly, to pitch that idea, to send that message lingering in your drafts. The cosmos favors your curiosity, your hunger to learn, and your willingness to pivot when others cling to stillness. But amid this whirlwind of brilliance, be mindful. Not every invitation is a golden one, and not every open door leads to a room worth entering. Listen for the music behind the noise. Gemini, your instincts know which tune is yours. As night drapes its shimmering fabric across the sky, the energy softens, inviting you to linger under its starlit canopy. The duality within you, the dreamer and the doer, finally finds harmony as you reflect on the day's rush-like footprints in sand kissed by the tide. Tonight is for journaling, for music, for laughter spilling into the moonlit hours with someone who sees the kaleidoscope inside your soul. If love is on your horizon, expect it to arrive playfully, a teasing smile, a conversation that feels like silk brushing against skin, a spark disguised as laughter. Creativity flows like liquid silver now. Capture it before it slips into the shadows of sleep. Let your thoughts wander, Gemini, for in their wandering lies wonder in tonight. The universe hums secrets meant for those who dare to listen. Lucky color, sapphire blue. Lucky number, 14.
Cancer.
Cancer, September 2nd, glimmers with a tender light. Like dawn unfurling over a quiet ocean where the waves move in rhythm with your heartbeat. Today feels deeply emotional, like a story written in water fluid, reflective and layered with meaning. You may find yourself craving comfort and connection, not in loud declarations, but in the silent gestures that speak volumes. A hand held a little longer, a glance that lingers like a whisper. Your intuition swells like the tide under a full moon, pulling you toward truths that words cannot always capture. Professionally, your sensitivity becomes your strength, allowing you to read between the lines, to sense what others miss, to weave harmony where chaos tried to bloom. If there's been tension, today offers you the chance to smooth it out like ripples on a still lake. But be cautious of emotional overreach. Protect your energy like a seashell guards its pearl, for not everyone deserves the depths of your ocean. As twilight folds into night, the world feels softer, like a lullaby sung by the stars themselves. Tonight beckons you inward, to a space where candlelight flickers against walls that have heard your laughter and your tears. This is an evening for warmth, for rituals that soothe the soul. Maybe a favorite meal, maybe the embrace of someone who knows your silences, or maybe just the quiet sound of rain tapping against your window like an old friend come to visit. In love, the energy is tender yet magnetic. If you are single, a moment of serendipity could bloom into something timeless. If partnered, this night invites intimacy that transcends words, a closeness felt in the soft rhythm of shared breathing. Let the stillness hold you, Cancer, for in that gentle silence, the universe is writing poetry across your heart. Lucky color, pearl white. Lucky number, 27.
Leo.
Leo, September 2nd, unfurls like a grand stage bathed in golden light. And you, of course, are at the center where you belong. The day pulses with energy that feels regal, commanding, and deeply magnetic. People notice you today, not just for what you do, but for who you are, radiant force of confidence and creativity. Every word you speak feels like fire shaping destiny, every step a drumbeat echoing through the corridors of possibility. If you've been holding back on a bold move, a new venture, a declaration of love, a creative leap today, the universe places the spotlight on you and whispers, "Do it now." Opportunities will approach in unexpected forms, a casual conversation that turns into a door flung wide, a compliment that hides an offer, a challenge that reveals your inner lion. Trust your instincts, but balance that blazing pride with grace. The true strength of a leader lies in knowing when to roar and when to simply shine. As dusk settles like velvet across the sky, a different kind of magic begins to stir. The energy turns intimate, almost cinematic, like candle flames flickering against a backdrop of deep crimson. Tonight, conversations carry weight, laughter melts into longing, and eyes meet like sparks seeking kindling. In love, passion blooms with theatrical intensity, whether with someone new or in a bond that already burns bright. If your heart has been craving more than routine, expect the universe to deliver a moment that feels carved out of a dream, an unexpected confession, a dance under streetlights, a kiss that tastes like forever. Allow yourself to indulge, Leo. Life isn't just about the battles you win. It's about the moments you live so vividly that even time stops to watch. Lucky color, crimson red. Lucky number, 11.
Virgo.
Virgo, September 2nd glides in with quiet elegance, like the first light of dawn spilling across a dew-kissed meadow. There is a rhythm to this day, a sense of divine order threading through the chaos of life, and you ever the seeker of perfection will feel both soothed and invigorated by it. Today invites you to lean into your meticulous brilliance, to craft, to plan, to turn dreams into tangible realities. Whether it's organizing a project, aligning your finances, or simply tending to the details that others overlook, your precision becomes the key that unlocks extraordinary outcomes. This is not just about productivity, it's about purpose. And yet, amid your focus, the universe sends subtle whispers. Pause, breathe, look at the beauty you've built rather than rushing toward the next task. Remember, Virgo, that life is not just a checklist. It is poetry written in moments of stillness as well as movement. As evening descends, the day's structured edges blur into softer tones, inviting you into a space of introspection and tender connection. The night feels like warm tea in your hands, like the hush of pages turning under amber lamplight, like a heart finally exhaling. If love has felt distant, tonight it stirs awake. Not with grand gestures, but with simplicity, a hand grazing yours. A look that lingers, a conversation that unfurls like petals under moonlight. Creative ideas may arrive like secret messengers after dark. Keep a notebook nearby, for these whispers could shape something profound in the days to come. Allow yourself to release the need for perfection, if only for a few hours. And surrender to the beauty of imperfection, the laughter, the vulnerability, the quiet awe of being human. Lucky color, forest green. Lucky number, 32.
Libra.
Libra, this day arrives like a painting brushed with harmony and light, where every shade seems to complement the next. September 2nd opens with a sense of balance, returning to your world. Like a symphony finally finding its rhythm after a long silence. The energy around you feels gentle yet potent, urging you to create beauty in your words, in your work, in your relationships. Conversations today sparkle like crystal goblets raised in a toast. And the choices before you feel less like battles and more like dances. This is a day where diplomacy becomes your greatest strength. If conflict has been looming in any corner of your life, the universe gifts you the grace to turn tension into understanding, to weave peace where there was discord. Professionally, doors swing open when you lean into collaboration rather than competition. Remember, charm is not manipulation, it is your gift of connection when used with sincerity. As twilight paints the sky in rose gold hues, your heart begins to crave depth beyond the surface harmony. There's a magnetic pull tonight toward conversations that linger past midnight, where laughter softens into vulnerability and words become threads binding souls closer together. In love, the energy feels like a candlelit table set just for two, where every glance carries meaning and every touch feels like poetry. If you're single, expect an unexpected encounter. A stranger whose smile feels like déjà vu, a voice that resonates with something familiar deep within. If you're in a partnership, this is a night to restore intimacy, to remember why your hearts chose each other in a noisy world. Let go of any masks you've been wearing. Authenticity will feel like liberation. And in that moment, Libra, balance will no longer be something you chase, it will live within you. Lucky color, rose gold. Lucky number 14.
Scorpio.
Scorpio, September 2nd unfolds like the opening of a forbidden book, its pages inked with mystery and power. The day carries an undercurrent of intensity that resonates with your soul, the kind of energy that can transform everything it touches. This is not a day for the timid. It's a day for those who dare to dive deep. And you, Scorpio, were born to plunge into the depths others fear. Hidden truths may surface now. Secrets slipping through the cracks like shadows revealing themselves under a blood-red moon. Pay attention to the subtleties. A glance that lasts too long. A phrase that feels heavy with unspoken meaning. A coincidence that's too precise to be random. In your professional life, ambition pulses stronger than ever. Doors to influence and control swing open if you have the courage to step through. The universe whispers, you hold the power. The question is, what will you do with it? As the darkness of evening unfurls like velvet over the sky, the intensity heightens, but now it bends toward passion and desire. The night hums with magnetism, with connections that feel faded rather than accidental. If your heart has been yearning, tonight offers encounters that stir something, primal moments where your breath catches and the world narrows to two souls standing at the edge of something irresistible. This is not the soft glow of candlelight. This is the crackle of fire against a backdrop of midnight. The electric thrill of a kiss that feels like a secret shared with the universe. If you are in love, expect conversations that strip away all pretense, leaving nothing but raw truth and devotion. And if you're single, Scorpio, pre-party night could write the first line of a story that changes everything. Lucky color, deep burgundy. Lucky number, 27.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius, September 2nd opens like the first light of dawn, cresting over a wild horizon, where fields of possibility stretch endlessly before you. Today is infused with a sense of restless optimism, an adventurous rhythm calling you to chase what sets your soul ablaze. The universe places opportunities along your path like glowing lanterns in the dark, urging you to move beyond the familiar and step boldly into the unknown. This isn't the day to stay small or silent. It's a day to expand, to speak your truth, to claim your space in a world that needs your fire. Professionally, ideas spark like flint against steel, igniting visions of growth that others might call too ambitious, but you know that nothing great was born from comfort. Travel plans, creative endeavors, or conversations with people from different cultures may awaken a fresh perspective that shifts your entire trajectory. As the sun slips behind the clouds of twilight, your spirit turns from outward exploration to the warm glow of intimate connection. The night hums with possibility, conversations flow like fine wine, rich with laughter and revelations that feel like shooting stars across a midnight sky. In love, this is a day where honesty becomes the most seductive language. Speak from your heart, and you'll find doors swinging open where walls once stood. If you're single, an unexpected encounter could spark not just attraction, but curiosity, pulling you into a story you never saw coming. If you're committed, this is your moment to reignite the flame, to dream together about futures that make your pulse quicken. Sagittarius, your magic tonight lies in blending adventure with intimacy, turning every moment into a constellation of meaning. Lucky color, indigo blue. Lucky number, 19.
Capricorn.
Capricorn, the energy of September 2nd settles around you like a majestic mountain shrouded in silver mist, powerful, steady, unshaken by the winds of chaos. Today is all about building, about creating foundations so strong they could outlast the storms of time. The morning greets you with a sense of determination sharper than any blade, a clarity that whispers, focus, and you will conquer. Projects that once felt overwhelming now appear as steps in a staircase leading to greatness. Your discipline shines brighter than ever, transforming ambition into tangible progress. This is not the day for shortcuts. It's the day to pour yourself into the craft of mastery, to let your patience sculpt reality into something magnificent. Financial matters may demand attention, but the stars favor practical decisions over impulsive moves. Think legacy, not instant gratification. As dusk spills like liquid amber across the horizon, a quieter, more tender energy enters the frame. Beneath your polished exterior, there's a heart longing for connection, for the kind of conversation that lingers like the last note of a symphony. Tonight invites you to balance the weight of responsibility with the sweetness of vulnerability. In love, you may feel the urge to let someone see past the armor, to reveal the soul beneath the strategy. If you're single, a meeting in an unexpected setting, perhaps during a work-related event or through mutual circles, could spark something profound, something that feels like destiny disguised as coincidence. If you're partnered, intimacy deepens through shared silence as much as through words. Even a simple walk beneath the stars can feel like a sacred vow. Capricorn, remember, strength is admirable, but softness, that is divine. Lucky color, emerald green. Lucky number, 33.
Aquarius.
Aquarius, September 2nd, unfolds like a futuristic skyline glowing under an electric twilight, mysterious, alive, and charged with possibility. The air around you hums with innovation, and your mind becomes a conductor of ideas that seem to spark out of thin air. Today, conversations may feel like portals opening into alternate realities, especially those that challenge your usual way of thinking. You're drawn to the unconventional, the rebellious, the daring. Anything that defies the ordinary and paints life in new, untested colors. Career-wise, this day whispers of breakthroughs, of bold moves that others might call risky, but you recognize as genius waiting for its moment. Don't ignore that strange little thought that keeps tugging at you. It might be the seed of your next revolution. Expect unexpected encounters, a sudden text, an unplanned meeting, or a flash of insight that shifts everything like a lightning strike, splitting the sky. As night stretches its velvet cloak over the world, a softer, dreamier rhythm begins to play in the background of your soul. Beneath your cool, electric exterior lies a heart craving intimacy, depth, and the poetry of authentic connection. This evening invites you to lower the guardrails and let someone glimpse the constellation of thoughts and dreams hidden inside you. If you're single, a spontaneous conversation, perhaps online or during a late-night event, could feel strangely fated, like meeting an echo of your own spirit in human form. If you're in a relationship, love becomes a fusion of minds tonight. An exchange of ideas may ignite a passion deeper than physical attraction, binding you on an intellectual and emotional plane. Aquarius, you are the star that others can't help but follow. But tonight, you might just discover someone who shines right back at you. Lucky color, electric silver. Lucky number, 47.
Pisces.
Pisces. September 2nd feels like the opening scene of a dream sequence where mist curls over moonlit waters and everything glows in shades of iridescent wonder. Today, the veil between what is real and what is imagined seems paper thin, and your intuition becomes the compass guiding you through life's hidden pathways. Pay attention to symbols, to those odd synchronicities that appear like secret messages in the fabric of your day. They are not coincidences, they are whispers from the cosmos. Creative energy flows through you like a river of liquid light, and this is the perfect time to write, paint, compose, or craft something that carries the essence of your soul. Professionally, you may sense an undercurrent shifting opportunities forming not through logic, but through subtle, intuitive nudges. Trust them. This is a day for faith, for surrender, for believing that life is conspiring in your favor even when the map is blurry. As night falls and the stars shimmer like silver lanterns in the indigo sky, your heart begins to yearn for emotional resonance, for love that feels like poetry rather than prose. If you're single, you may find yourself drawn to someone who carries an almost ethereal quality, someone who speaks to your spirit as much as your senses. A passing glance or a gentle conversation might stir something timeless within you, awakening desires you didn't know were asleep. If you're in a relationship, the evening promises tenderness moments that feel suspended in time, where even silence speaks volumes. Share your dreams, your vulnerabilities, the stories you never tell, for tonight is drenched in magic and empathy. Pisces, the universe is writing verses in your favor. Lean in and let love and intuition carry you like a tide to someplace extraordinary. Lucky color, coral pink. Lucky number 12.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more daily star wisdom. Let me know your sign in the comments and how this day unfolds for you. I'll see you tomorrow for another celestial check-in. Thank you so much for watching.